Learn the number one mistake that landlords make with their non-payment of rent cases. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I don't know what it is, what's going on with the world today, but I've been seeing a lot of cases with landlords that make this number one mistake when they're handling non-payment of rent with their tenant. And the number one mistake I see landlords make is they have inadequate or no records of whatsoever of their tenant's payments towards the unpaid rent. The typical scenario is this: landlord comes to me, says their tenant is not paying rent. I ask landlord, hey, can you provide me a payment ledger or tell me how much the balance is and how it accrued so we can list it on the 3-day notice? And I get a blank stare from the landlord. What is the payment ledger, Rob? What are you talking about? I just know my tenant just hasn't paid rent. And I have to stop that landlord right then and there and tell them, you know what, I probably can't help you out until you get me that payment information. The reason why is this, okay, is the landlord must state with precision about how much is owed and when it accrued on their 3-day notice to pay rent. One of the important reasons why you must do that is in court, you have to prove to a judge that the rent is delinquent and that it states the exact amount due or understates the amount due. And what I see landlords do all the time is they actually overstate how much is due because they don't apply the payments properly to their past due rent balances. And that will become a major problem in court, because if you overstate how much is due, or if you put rent that cannot be collected in the 3-day notice, such as rent that has accrued over 12 months from when the 3-day notice was issued, your case is just automatically thrown out in court because it doesn't fall within the eviction statute. Okay, there's very strict rules with handling non-payment of rent cases in California, and landlords that fail to comply with the law basically will have their cases just automatically thrown out of court, because you have to strictly comply with all the rules of doing an eviction, because the law hates evicting tenants and forfeiting leases. It's just a policy in the law. So landlords, if you're going after non-payment of rent, I suggest that you have an accurate payment ledger of payments to show that in court your tenant owes the money and you've applied payments properly. Stay tuned next time for our next video. We'll talk about what a good ledger actually is supposed to do. If you have comments, questions, put them down below. And if you're in the Northern California area and you're facing a situation, landlords, where your tenant is not paying rent and you need help, please feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Until next time, folks, we'll talk to you then. Thanks.